Hello, and welcome to another video in the Godot series. Last time we looked at doubles. This time I want to have a look at partial doubles. For this example, I created a class. We had the player powers class, the easy logic. So we've got a method here which is get best power, which returns invisible. Then we have get amount of powers, which just returns the size of the array. And then we have get first power, which returns the first value in the array. And we've got a test class. And in this test class we've got a few simple tests which request the get best powers and assert that it's equal to invisible. We get the amount of powers and it asserts that it's equal to the array itself. This way it can be made dynamic, so if we ever change the size of the array, we're sure that this method still returns the array size. And we have a test called get first power that just calls the get first power method and then checks it against the array if it's the first power. So, as we can see here, right now the player powers class is doubled, which will mean that all of these tests will fail because they all will return null. So let's check that. And here you can see that it expected flying and it's null, it expected 4 and it's null, and it expected invisible and it's null. And this is because when you double a class, you have to stop every single method to return something. You have to stop every single method to return something, otherwise it just returns null. So to make this work, what we should do is create a stop on the player powers, on the method called get best power, and then we say to return invisible. If we would run it now, this test will succeed. So let's try that. Here you can see that one test passed and two failed. As you can see here, only the amount of powers and the first power is still failing. So sometimes you're in a scenario where you want some of the methods to return real values and some of the methods to be stopped. For this, you can use partial doubles. And what we can do is here change this double into a partial double. And what this will do, it will create an instance of this class, and for all the methods it will return the normal value, but you still have the ability to stop values if needed. So this will basically create a normal instance with the ability to stop and spy the class that you instantiated. So let's give this a try. And here you can see that all tests pass. So let's say we're in a test where we have a partial double and we want to leave this in place, but we want to have the ability to change the best power. What we can still do then is create a stop on the player powers, on the method get best power, and we say to return flying. And now we can change this to flying. So if we run this test, it will pass because the stop still works on partial doubles. And the rest of the methods will just give back the normal value. And here you can see that all the tests are passing. This gives you the ability to be very versatile in what you want. With a partial double, you basically try to give back the normal values as much as possible, and when needed you can still stop the things that you deem necessary to be stopped. So this was a quick video on how to do partial doubles. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for watching.